Welcome to day 2 of Monster Energy 2 crossover build. So yesterday we got in the dump truck and got a whole lot of material down here, and then I stacked it up in the loader in some rough shapes. And then we had 6 mils of rain last night, so that's made it too wet to get the truck in with any more dirt this morning. So the only machine that'll work in here is probably the digger. So I'll come in and I've got to notch the moonbooter landing out on the back to get it ready to build I've got to build a concrete block wall, retaining wall on the back of that one so we can get the moonbooter in close enough. So we're going to be feeling the pressure. We've got some more weather coming in a few days. There's meant to be 15 mils of rain coming, so that'll put a real spanner in the works. We need to make sure I've got all the dirt down here before the rain, so then I can just be in the digger. If it gets muddy, I can mix the dirt up and make it good again. We got an exciting call from Bilko yesterday. He's in the country, so he's going to come and have a ride with us as well. So rightio, time to go track the digger down, try and get rid of some of this mud, and hopefully it makes for some nice dirt to play with. Rightio, we're just in the digger trying to stack her up a bit because it's still a bit wet to run the dump truck around this morning, but it's pretty doing the next gen landing here, and it's a bit of a punish because it's got to be steeper than what the dirt wants to fall at. So rather than like just dumping the dirt, you've got to pack it in. When I do it, I normally try and pack it in with the bucket like this, like drag the back of the bucket up, push a bit in, roll it forwards, and that seems to make it sit there. Slow process, and it's hard to get the landing kind of square. It wants to turn into a big round object, so little by little, and rather than trying to bring dirt up when there's too much, it's a bit much there, I just like to get the bucket and just pack it down nice and tight there, because once you start getting this top layer packed in, you can't cut any out or put any in. You've just got to kind of, can't quite reach from the ground either, so you've got to build a little pad and sit up on top here. So we're like 6 meters in the air here, sitting on not a whole lot, so you've got to be careful not to push yourself off the hill either. Rightio, last night's rain definitely helped all the dirt, made it all stick together a bit nicer. So I've got the next gen landing here roughed in next to the 75. It's a real pain in the ass to do because you've got to make it steeper than what the dirt wants to fall at the grade that it wants to fall at. So you've kind of got to lift the dirt up with a bucket and pack it in as you go. But that's the hardest bit, getting the top part done. I've just got to throw a few more buckets on top to lift it a little higher and put a bit of a roll on the safety deck. So I need probably just one truckload of some nice dirt up there. Lift this sort of about this high up through here, and then we should have a nice steep next gen landing once that bottom of the dirt gets cut out there. I cut the back out of where the moonbooter landing is going to go in here. Now I've got to go get some concrete blocks and build a retaining wall up here, because otherwise the dirt falls over the ramp and the ramp gets buried in there. And then there's some exciting options to put some supercross lanes in here after we get all that done. Gonna make maybe a set of whoops next to in between the two concrete in-runs here. Come into a corner here, little rhythm back out this way, back between the 110 ramp that's going to sit down here on the pad into a corner over here, maybe a triple if there's enough room out of that corner between the dirt takeoff and the dirt landing, down there into this corner here, into the dirt jump, and then back into the start again. So that's the rough plan. Now it's just kind of strategically dropping dirt with the dump truck and making it happen so you're not double handling dirt too much. Build that wall, and there's over here, got 14, so it should be 6 bottom level, then go up to 4, and then just follow 4 up, should hold it fine. So I've got to figure out how to get this thing relatively straight and cut a bit more level pad in here, a bit more leveler. So to get it straight, I'll go up the top of the freestyle landing, because both these in-runs are parallel, and I'd like to keep this going parallelly opposite way. So if we go up here and stand in the middle of the in-run, anyone know how to get to compass on an iPhone? These guys are running direct east-west. So if we go back down here, center of where we want our pad, nice little pink dot there, string line, we'll jam this in the dirt. Get in there, you dirty dog. Still got to get this a bit more level, so So this is just really rough to see where to make it level before we do a final measurement. Rightio, now we're going to be 3600 wide. It's half of 36, 15, 1800. 36 is here. And to get the front of the wall squared, we'll just go hypotenuse of a triangle, square the front off so we can get a line in. But first, it's a bit uneven here, so I've got to get the skid steer and cut a nice base in. Set square with the compass on the phone roughly to the other in run that's over there. Ran a string line, then did the hypotenuse of a triangle back there, and then measured our sides out back from the center. So this channel here, the U shape, should be running parallel with the other in runs just to keep everything square. So I'm going to jump in the digger and chuck blocks in. Tommy's going to steer them, just level them down straight as they fall, and hopefully we can get a decent rock wall here in about half an hour. Rightio, we've got the first few blocks in. Going to come out another block on the bottom just because all this fill here is going to want to fall in. So we'll come one more this way and then we'll probably go 4 or 5 high, I think, whatever that works out. Keep on stacking, just got to level that bit off and mark it out for another one, both sides. Rightio guys, completely blew it. The wall, I went up the top to have a look because it didn't look quite right, and it's pointing too far this way and it's not in line with the 75 run up. Me trying to be smart with the compass was the dumbest idea. I should have just gone up and looked at it by eye. So now I'm just going to try and get the digger bucket and square it up while the wall's assembled because I'm too lazy to pull it apart. So this could be a colossal up or it might work. Stay tuned. Bit of a cluster, but we'll make it work. That's why when you put the base down of a retaining wall, always check which way it's going. Rightio, that's day 2 done and dusted, like me. And what did we do? We got everything kind of roughed in with the excavator, the dirt dragged up to the bottom of the next gen landing, which was a bit of a punish. And we've got the retaining wall in for the moonbooter. So this guy takes a fair while. We've still got 7 blocks to go on. I'm going to nail those guys tonight. And then tomorrow we're back in the dump truck. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with what we're doing here. It's going to get better and better every day.